I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Happy Gay Pride Month. It seems redundant, though. Happy and gay both mean happy. Shouldn't Gay Pride Month be enough? Well, that being said, I want to talk to those of you who think about gay people way too much. I'm not talking about the ACLU trying to stop hate crimes and, stopping taking gay rights away. I'm talking about the inbreds who can't seem to stop thinking about gay people. For some reason, they seem to have this intense desire to oppress and or care about where gay people insert and or rub their private parts. The one thing I never think about is who others have sex with, especially non-gym attending straight people. I find it strange when other people obsess about that. Even worse, I find it weird when people pass laws to stop the rights of others. So let's talk about the difference in gay people. Let's do the similarities first. First, they pay taxes, like straight people. Hey, they get educations and become lawyers and stuff, like straight people. They drink coffee, like straight people. They eat salmon, they have families, they celebrate Christmas. They hate traffic, they love puppies, and have relationships. They also think that the Beatles were overrated. Not a lot, but a skosh overrated. The only difference that gay people have is where they put their dirty parts. That's it. And sometimes they put them in the same place you do. It's just different, you know? Honestly, why do you care? What comes up for you that you think about gay people all the time? So much so that you need to pass laws against them? Laws against them getting married? Laws against them making medical decisions for their partner? Or just laws against them using what bathroom? What is going on in your head, in your crotch, that you think so much about gay people and what they do? Did you care so much that you actually protested the movie Brokeback Mountain? Does it bother you when gay people are at the pool? Here's what I know. Where you put your filthy flesh and who you put that in or on isn't anyone's damn business. Because we live in a world that wants to regulate who they can marry, which bathroom they can use. In those same places, they want to regulate gay people. Anyone can carry a deadly weapon into a bakery. A bakery that can refuse to make a wedding cake because you are gay. Is that how you think you're going to reform homosexuality, Bubba? By restricting baked goods? John, we are through. I am going straight. I cannot live out without that gluten-free chocolate triple layer with the strawberry ganache filling. I am off to scout vagina. Throughout history, hanging, burning, killing, beating, oppressing, and discriminating against gay people still hasn't turned them straight, because maybe they're gay. See, when gay people come out, a lot of times they lose friends and family members. There's no upside. If you come out, there is no prize. In fact, a lot of times the world looks at you different, looks at you as the other, and makes you work harder just to exist on the planet. The only thing you really get from coming out is the freedom to be who you are, and that's worth dying for. And you know what? They can get a fucking cake at Costco. To all my gay brothers and sisters, happy Pride Month. And to all of you who hate because of who somebody truly loves, I'll bet you've never truly been loved by somebody. I hope you find the freedom to be who you are, because the closet is a lonely place. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. I don't even visualize myself having sex.
Wouldn't it be easier if people stayed with people like them? Because then you could have the gay people over here and the Filipinos over here and, the Mexican people over here. Then everybody of the same group would be over there and 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 over there. You see how this can get out of hand?
Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Are you in your car? Are you in a plane? Whatever you're listening to us on, hi. With me as always, the lovely Bombshell Ray.
What's up, people?
And the Hylinder.
There can be only one.
Yes, so the Armageddon Update was about Gay Pride Month. I think, I really got something this year because we have friends that happen to be gay. Well, of course, they're bouncing around right now, aren't they? They're confused.
No.
What?
Don't say another word about that.
I would never in a million years.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
Ever. Yeah, but I don't know. Here's what I found out in my life. Most gay people I know seem to be the funniest, nicest people I know. You know?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Except for you have a reason. You have a reason.
I think that's such a generalization.
Well, they're like everybody else, obviously, but the ones I know seem to be, they because I guess they're oppressed most of the time in society. They seem to be a lot more giving.
I know some really jerky gay people too. I just think asshole crosses all
That's true.
categories, all races.
That's true.
But probably some of
Oh, the gay people I dislike, it's not because they're gay, it's because they're assholes. I'm 100%.
they say the same thing about you.
I know. Yeah.
I think for some people, like some of our friends, they lived a life in the closet and then they finally came out. And so there is a freedom and a joy and a relief,
Right.
I think, in the way that they're living their lives.
Right. Well, this was more about like how people, like, I don't understand. I've really gotten this. I have a confusion and a what the fuck about people who seem to want to go against gay people. There was a video yesterday on Twitter about a bunch of couples were coming out of a pool party, and there was a bunch of gay guys in the pool just having a blast. And one of the women was like, "Oh my God, there's children here. Would you, if you had children, would you be?" And it was like, they were just yelling because, yeah, quit being so happy and gay. Like
What were they possibly doing? They were just
But what is it?
volleyball,
Swimming,
looking.
Yeah, they were just, and they were probably, there was probably, and by the way, they were probably singing The Village People, and Trump did it, so what are you mad about?
I don't think you don't make any generalizations at all. Very uncomfortable.
Oh, by the way, I'm horrible.
Yeah, he's a terrible person. I feel
started
like
chanting,
this whole
"Shame,
podcast could
shame."
just be led by him.
Yeah, I
So-
thought so too. But we talked about that yesterday because I told him when I was writing about it, and he's not mad at gay people. The person that
Right. No. I'm mad strictly at her. I'm mad that she wasn't gay, that she came across to me as straight. So if she's going to be gay, please, check in with your feelings early on.
Yeah, don't take 9 years of a marriage.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying.
Right.
Well, I would say also, sometimes people aren't ready to face it because, like you said, it's a difficult thing.
Yeah.
But maybe don't throw a kid into the mix, and maybe
Right.
don't cheat on your husband, Ken, with your gay partner.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot about that
cheating
part
was a
too.
little
Yes,
hard to
that
take.
too.
I'm glad you're just bringing up all that.
Oh
By the way,
yeah,
Ken-
as I'm compartmentalizing all of these things.
So we're here. Hi,
You
welcome
forgot?
to
You
Rip
forgot
Open
about
Highlander's
that.
Wounds Day.
he forgot about
I deleted that column in the spreadsheet.
it. Well, I didn't. Let me remind you.
But either way, if you're gay, you're straight, whatever, it's fine. What bothers me is that I don't have any time in my life to get my shit done.
Yeah.
How do you have enough time in your life to be angry, worry about, think about what other people are doing or who or what they're having sex with? How do you have time to do that?
And how does that really impact you? What is it? How does that affect you at all?
But
I think like the mom going to the pool party, she probably still believes that her little boy is going to see these gay men, and that's going to turn her son gay.
Yeah, but gay is not-
That's two problems.
gay's not airborne. Gay is
Right.
not
Right.
airborne.
Yeah,
Gay
so that's two.
is not airborne. You can't.
That's one problem. The other one is, okay, so what if he is? Why? That's a problem too. Don't be gay, and the influence of seeing other gay people, it's not contagious. It's not
It's going
like,
to be really hard in today's world to protect that kid from seeing gay people anywhere. Television,
Yes.
commercials,
Right.
in public. I mean, how are you going to...
But also, and the woke, the over woke, it's going to be impossible. I just don't. I never quite understand. And then to go a step further and go, we need to make some laws against these gay people. Like I don't quite get that.
Except you can't do that if you believe in the Constitution and you believe in human rights. So
we need to put cake in the Constitution then.
yes.
Okay, sure. It's now a precedent with the Supreme Court.
Now, did they actually said it was? No, they did say it was okay to if it's against your religion, you don't have to sell to anybody.
Correct, but that is a private business. So
Yet those same people got mad when a private business said they
Yes.
had to wear masks.
or also the example I made before was when Twitter banned Donald Trump for hate speech and
Right,
inciting
Right. Same thing.
the riot that he incited. And it's the same thing, and that's why I said their messaging is really mixed up, and it's really self-serving.
Hypocritical and ironic, because they, my religious beliefs, I should be able to do what I want with my business. You have to wear a mask. Fucking good, this corporate socialist state, communism. It's like, you guys are, do you even hear yourselves? That's what I'm getting a lot from the right. Do you even hear yourselves?
No, they don't.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
No.
So, but I do remember, like, when Brokeback Mountain came out, I was like, really? It was a, to turn a phrase, ballsy movie, really.
Really, because they use cowboys. I thought, those people were like
They
just
got it
really
right,
sticking
yeah.
it.
Didn't it almost
Twist
seem
the knife on
like
that.
a meeting? How do we really fuck these guys? What are we gonna do?
Who do we need to
Gay
get
Cowboys?
to?
We are so in. Ooh, next, bro, we do gay militia.
Gay sumo wrestlers.
we do the Gay Proud Boys. Because, by the way, that is the
Oh, I
gayest
love that.
name of any
Yeah,
white
right,
supremacist.
right.
We are the Proud Boys. It is such a gay name.
No.
I'm just saying that how do you walk the world in that kind of irony and still be mad at people that don't affect you? I always wonder what. I just don't have any. I don't think about. I don't think about who people have sex with. I don't give a shit. If you're gay, great.
Except for Elliot Page. You did have to think about
we
that.
got to talk about that. We can talk about that now. All right, because I'm talking about it on stage.
You're not talking about it. You said it one show in Brea so that I couldn't talk about it on stage.
Oh, I'm going to write the bit.
And you said from the stage, I need to talk about this so Rachel doesn't steal it and talk about it.
It's way worse if you talk about it. So, people should never do this. Never do this with your partner. Yeah. What's your hall pass? What's your hall pass? Hall pass. You know what hall pass is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this was years ago. Years ago,
was.
I said, I said,
In
Elliot,
a room with Janine and Mahogany and Jeannie, who all very tough women. Jeannie is also a federal probation officer, and myself. And he said,
I said one of my lists was Elliot. It was Ellen Page at the time. Wow, that was a Freudian slip. Sorry.
even then,
So at that point, they fucking laugh at me like I have just said I'd like to hump an alligator. Like they were like laughing. I'm like, I thought she was in that movie Hard Candy. She was in the movie.
she was, and still not sexy.
She was cute. I always thought she was smart and cute.
You
it's what I like
expect-
about you.
You
She's smart
expect
like
him
you.
to like pull out a supermodel,
But let me be honest.
Angelina Jolie.
Can I be honest?
And he said Ellen Page, and we lost it.
So I thought. So can I?
This is back when she was.
I'm going to be honest.
We
about
thought
this.
a female.
I'm
She
gonna
was
be honest
Ellen,
with you.
yeah.
Okay.
I am with. Okay, so here's the problem. You can't do this with your relationship. So I did a double think and fucked myself because I was like, I can't pick somebody like top supermodel person.
Oh, I
Why?
see. You tried to subvert the answer.
That's the whole point.
No, I tried to go around because I was like, it's Ellen Page. No one would ever be intimidated by Ellen Page.
You don't want like a direct.
I'm not intimidated by Angelina Jolie. I would be like, I get it. But
no, that really skeleton. The
I
skeleton
think she's
is
beautiful.
She is
though.
so tiny.
She
She's in
is
that
very
movie.
skinny, but she's beautiful.
She's a mic stand with a head.
She's beautiful. Stephanie Seymour, beautiful. I know that's kind of a throwback, but my gosh.
But you got to remember what I lived with. My last relationship was the worst. So I wanted to avoid everything that was going to follow that. If I had said somebody, whoever, someone famous and smoking, whoever.
Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Idris Elba.
Right.
See, no problem.
Right, because you don't give a shit what I think. You're not going to live in fear and don't give a shit anyway. I lived in fear for so long in my last relationship that had I picked somebody that was like that, every time that person came on TV or there was a magazine article, I'd have to look away.
Like it would be an angry
so I went
thing?
for a safe and I screwed myself.
You're trying to be original.
Because I think, let me see, who's going to end up a dude? Who's going to end up a dude? So she never worries. That's Ellen Page going to end up a dude.
The thing was, even it just being Ellen Page at the time.
Oh, they laughed hysterically.
We pointed and laughed. We were hysterical.
7th grade dance. It
And
was a 7th
I'll
grade
never
dance.
forget, he was just looking at all of us like just blank, like he just regretting that he said it.
Yes,
And
it was exactly the moment in the 7th grade dance when you finally ball up and you walk across the gym and to the group of girls that go, "Do you like to dance?" And they go, "No." And then you turn, you walk 3 steps. Bah! You hear behind you. So
Every time we were together.
to make the story worse,
We
almost a
laughed.
decade later.
I was going to say,
Yeah, but-
what's the timeline here?
But it was already a thing where, Mahogany wasn't even married.
She wasn't even
then.
out yet.
It was already a thing where every time we get together, all of us, we would bring up Ellen Page and we would laugh again.
And I thought eventually this will go away. Nope, because now Ellen Page is Elliot Page, and so now it's like, hey, you still on your list? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you know what?
You see her soul. You see.
Yeah.
Which it was an instant group text when he came out as
my
Elliot
God.
Page. It was
And then got the
instant.
operation, and everything. So
Yeah.
so I chose out of fear. Made a huge mistake. I will never choose out of fear again because I have to live with this for the rest of her life now. His life, his life. That's where I get mixed up sometimes.
Was a her, now is a him.
Yeah.
Who were the other ones? Just so we can keep tabs.
He stopped there. Oh no.
Oh.
You
Well, I
said
couldn't-
Reese
they couldn't hear-
Witherspoon.
they couldn't-
you said
Ellen, was it?
he
Kate
tried.
McKinnon?
He tried
Reese
to.
Witherspoon.
He tried to save himself by
I was
saying
trying
Reese
to-
Witherspoon,
I was trying to keep it,
and
yeah.
we laughed even harder, and then he quit.
You're going with a girl next door, kind of cute. Is that what you were
We
going
all
for?
thought, something. I
I
don't
do
know
like
what
that,
he
like
was
when
doing.
her hair is down and she's in jeans and stuff. I do actually that's my when you're all modeled up. I'm like, yeah, it's great.
You are not. You're like start air humping. You just walk around the house.
Yeah, I know.
doing that.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. That's why I got my own body pillow.
Even when you walk away from the bed, you're still doing
Well,
that.
look at you, for God's sakes.
Yeah, so that was his story. My hair is up today, and I look like this because
You got a little
I'm complete. Are you having
congested.
allergy problems?
Yes.
Congested. She's congested.
We have been filming for 2 days. We're still not done, but we are actually far ahead of where we were last time.
We could have
for
been far
Titus
ahead
and
of
Bradley
last
too.
time if we'd have just started.
Started ahead.
On the Wednesday
We'd have filmed
before.
one thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we have been shooting for 2 days. That was
Funny. I think
fun.
there's some funny stuff. You know what I love working with you guys on? Is that I write something down and then we come here. And everybody's brain starts firing when we start getting
and
moving.
it changes.
Yeah, it changes, and all of a sudden we're like, "Oh, wait, hold on, that's funnier. Do it this way." And it was great. And Hylinder's going to be in it, playing a reporter. We did some funny stuff. Jesus has a reporter. Like, there's nothing even funny in that part, and we found funny in it.
And he's musical guest.
And musical guest going to play one of my favorite songs
Yep.
off his album,
Double Down.
Down.
Thank you. I'm excited.
And you, we are. I tell you what, man, putting on that wig was the funniest thing. I've met women like that in Florida. They've come to my shows.
Yes.
Yes, they have.
They're
Exactly.
big fans of yours until they realize that you don't like Trump, and then it's
No, I don't like Trump or hate or anger. Like, it's weird. I some people get mad at me, and I'm like, have you listened to anything I've written in 30 fucking years?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like, how can you
Ever.
not understand where I stand? Someone said, someone was jumping on me something, and someone said, I don't care what you say, Titus is always on the side of right. And it was like, it was all caps.
Well, that, and also, and I've said this a million times, but when did it become a thing that just because you perform in some way that you're not entitled to have a political opinion? Because
Right.
it was never a thing ever from the beginning of time.
Samuel Clemens, Will Rogers.
Even court
Mort Saul.
jesters, that's
Yes.
what they did.
That was
They
their
made
point.
Yes, to entertain the king, they made fun of things going on. It's like, that's what we've always done.
Yep.
Yes, we did have some, like, redneck tour people come out and
Right.
just appease those people for a while,
Right.
but that's not been the name of the game for the majority of time.
Yeah, and if you walk into a comedy club, it has the word. I said this. It says comedy on it, shut up. You paid your money to go hear comedy. If you don't agree with it, trust me. 3 jokes from now, there'll be another one you like. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't understand when people, and Richard Marx gets this all the time. I see on Twitter, like a lot of people. Why don't you just go back to your fucking job and sing, monkey, or
Yeah.
what? You do your jokes and shut up
We
about
pay
politics.
you to be funny, not to give us your opinion.
So the guy with 4 followers, that's the guy I should listen to. The guy who's done nothing. Like, how do you think I got here?
But that's also the thing now too, is that, it's like you got this email from the show in Brea. One guy, you got tons of awesome ones. You get this one. And when did it become a thing that like wherever you go to see something, it has to please only you.
Right.
When did that become a thing? And I didn't like it. It made me very mad.
Yeah.
That's how those emails read to me when I see them. I'm like, oh, are you upset? Because how is that possible then with 400 people in the room, 5 shows, for every single person to hear exactly what they want?
Right.
It's not possible.
Social media and algorithms
Of course,
have just made this way worse.
Yes.
Of course.
Maybe even
Yes.
brought this on.
Because
Yeah.
now they know exactly who and what you like.
And you're just surrounded by all the things that only
You
you
like,
like.
yeah.
And so your world keeps getting smaller and
Yeah.
smaller and just ads
And
are
then
in your
eventually
face.
someone drops in basically
peeks in and is like-
another idea, and they're like, "What the fuck is that?
What is this? Get this out of the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I should have to listen to this. That's going to ruin everything because everyone's going to be pied off into their own. And it's what happened with the Shia and the Sunni. It's like everyone pies off in their own thing. It has to be our way, and then next thing you know, we have a civil war. Oh, which by the way, looks like it might be coming.
Good morning.
And we're back.
Interesting what's going on in Israel too. I was listening to CNN on the way here, and they were saying basically what's happening there right now to get rid of Netanyahu would be like if AOC, Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, they listed like some really
the
all
parties
came together.
to get rid of one dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it, and there's a fly around you. And that's what that would equate to. They're all agreeing on the one thing to get him out.
Yeah,
They said today
wow.
may be his last day.
Yeah, but and then I heard nothing. It was weak. So Netanyahu. So basically, they have like 5 different factions of government. Kind of, they have 5 different parties. All 4 of those parties came together, and they're really disparate. Like
Yeah.
one is like far left, one is far right, and they want to put the far right guy in charge. But I think that's a mistake because he's worse than Netanyahu. He's like, yeah, you should kill Palestinians. So I just don't get this whole thing, man. We need to evolve somewhere. This has been going on for 75 years. How the fuck do we stop the fight? What happens is everything calms down. People are oppressed. And I get it. The Palestinians sending rockets, Hamas, blah, blah. I get it all. All that shit aside, how the fuck do we stop it? Like, how do we stop it? I don't get it. But you can't say anything. Can't say anything about Israel. Can't say
Hasn't
anything about
Israel
Palestine.
already taken over most of the Palestinian
they just-
land?
Yeah,
So
well,
it's-
they deem the land uninhabitable, and then they move in. You know what? It's not so bad. Yeah, I thought it was uninhabitable, but looks pretty good.
it's habitable.
It's habitable. Now that they're gone, I didn't see how habitable this is.
But the other side of that argument is that it belongs to Israel,
Right?
and it was tied up in court disputes.
Yep.
And still is.
Yes, they own they was given to Israel.
And the Palestinians, it was ruled that they had to pay rent.
Yep, and they didn't.
And they never did.
Yep, they didn't.
So, but I do get that regardless of all of that, there has to be a way forward. Like nobody's going to agree very clearly.
A new way forward, not the way we've been doing it.
Because I
it
get
doesn't
that
work.
both sides very firmly are standing in what they want and believe, but there has to be a path forward. And that's what people in general are really horrible at.
It's what I say in a divorce. If you're both pissed off, like when friends are getting divorced now because of what we've been through, I would say, listen, if you're pissed and she's pissed, walk away. If one of you is really happy and like, ha-ha, then it's not right yet. When you're a little angry and she's a little angry, that's when you walk away. You got enough, she got enough, you're both pissed, walk away. And again, I don't know enough about it, although I did get lectured by one of my agents once who had a map of Israel on the wall of his office and walked me through.
You got lectured by Moses that will write in sometimes and tell you when you screw
Well,
things
that's
up.
what you said. Yeah, Moses, he was great, and
He always
and
is.
I just and to anyone who's really pro-Israel, which I am not anti anybody. What do you just can't keep killing. So they would like, there's a lot of people in Israel just wipe out the Palestinians. They just want to wipe them out, and then that's over, and that's not cool either.
I can't wait for the next email from Moses.
Oh, it's
after
gonna be
this
it's gonna be awesome.
conversation.
But Moses doesn't feel like that. But there's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of right wing Israeli Jews that do believe that, and I just think that it's not going to work, and it's such a hot point for the world because it doesn't just bring in. It's not just two countries fighting. It goes into religion, and it goes into to Muslims, and I mean it's so much bigger. which in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, it's what starts everything. It starts the end, is what it does. So every time there's a war, we all go, now, is this it? Okay, no. All right.
Well,
they calm down. Ceasefire. Okay, we're good. Flip the page in the Bible.
Thanks to Trump, I often feel like, all right, this could be it. I think we're like we're pretty close.
Me too.
It's like everything, it just keeps getting worse. You think, man, did we celebrate when Biden. I waited until the moment he was sworn in, and then I opened the back door where Karen was exercising with Barack, and
said,
I screamed, "Trump's God!" and started yelling and cheering, and I just needed that one moment to happen where we knew. And now dipshit he's closed his blog. It only lasted 28 days. He was embarrassed by the lack of traffic. But now he's always sending out these, which are basically blogs of his own from the desk of President Donald J. Trump, that he will be reinstated by August.
So
what's he sending out?
He's sending
he sends out letters, statements.
It's over. He said, I'm going to start a new social media thing that's going to Jason Miller said it's going to remake the game.
Redefine the game.
29 days later.
Mailing out letters? Is just keep going back in technology? What is he doing?
He went to statements.
He went to, this MySpace thing is amazing. He went back and he basically just did a blog and yet nobody subscribed to it. He had less subscribers than some pet.
Delish.com and the Adopt-A-Pet.
They said tens of millions of people are going to read his blog. And first of all, you have to have supporters that can read. Second of all,
that's why I thought your hardcore nutty demographic is not going online to check into your blog.
Yeah, no, they're not reading blogs. They're not reading news things.
But even
only
they'll
getting
watch
fed
it
Fox.
and let it. Yeah.
But even then, so here's the thing: had the country, let's say Biden come in and things had gotten worse instead of getting better. I mean, this month, this last jobs report, this last month, 960 something thousand new jobs happened. 960,000. Unemployment dropped below 400,000, which is the lowest it's been since the pandemic. So I think here's the reality. I don't care who you follow. You could follow Hitler, and they do, some of them do. But if the next guy comes in and the economy gets better and your job gets better and you can afford a new car and a new TV, you're like, yeah, the Hitler guy, I liked him. But the new guy, You don't even have to back him up. You speak it quiet.
Yeah.
More than anything for me, I keep thinking, so for COVID, we had first reported case in November, December 2019.
Yeah.
And then Biden came in February 2021.
January 20th.
January 20th. So 15 months of the death toll of COVID just on an exponential rise. And we were over 500,000. We couldn't get it under control. Some states would get better, then they would spike again. We had no plan, nothing in place. Right. And now Biden is in office, and and so you see the death toll.
It's a chart of incompetence. You can look at the last 2 years and go, you can see it's like, there's the incompetence. Yeah.
That's what let's
go to finances.
I don't get why people can't just look at those next to each other and say, he's at least keeping us safe. He's not maybe doing everything I love, but at least he's keeping us safe. At least he's trying to come to bipartisan agreements, even though they refuse to work with him. At least he's putting that out there every time.
Because in order to achieve those numbers, you have to have leadership and organization and a plan in place to corral all of that, those departments.
And the cool thing was the way they did it. Now, we didn't see they mobilized 10,000 troops. We had parking garages around the country, like full of how many, when we went and got ours in Pomona, how many fucking it was laid out. Like, she kept saying this is a dystopian movie. You always see it in their speakers. Please stand in line and get behind the person in front of you. Like, what is it?
It's like the first Apple ad.
If I heard a cow killer gun, I'd have walked. I'd have been like, bang!
You don't hear a cow killer gun, by the way.
I saw a distant, not blood-related family member post on Facebook this week that Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci are attempting to vaccinate us in order to gain population control through the vaccine.
Through the vaccine.
The vaccine is actually sterilizing everyone.
It's not working because
it's going the other way.
People are living.
Yeah, people are living now. They fucked up. Wow, Fauci and Bill Gates are dumb as shit. Yeah, it's actually backwards.
They are fired.
You are the worst population control motherfucker we've ever seen. Wait, people are getting better? You dipshits.
That's not what I said.
But
Gates is like, no, opposite.
Exactly.
when does the revisit of facts come, right? Like, I have family members that won't take the vaccine because they're just not sure. It's not safe. We don't know yet. And I'm
It's the
just
safest vaccine ever.
I'm just
in history.
saying, when does hindsight come? Can we set a date so that those people can all call us up
Yep.
and go, you know what? Childbirth actually grew after the vaccine.
Yeah.
And how many
nobody
samples?
died from it.
Yeah. How many samples of the study do you need?
Yeah. I keep saying
Yeah.
this. My buddy Wesley, what's your number, bro? It's 300 million at this point. In this country alone, it's 200 and something or whatever. What's your number where you think, I guess it's safe?
You're right.
0 deaths from it, and yet people are still dying from the COVID variants. Tell me your number. A billion? 3 billion? What do you fucking need?
What the number is to get something approved of how many samples it requires, and
Right.
blind study, blah
Right.
blah blah,
Right.
and they have to go through phases.
Oh no, the story is it was rushed through. It was rushed through. But now we're, how long into the vaccine being administered.
No clusters of anybody. No,
But it wasn't
nothing.
rushed. It was parts of it were simultaneous.
Well,
Whereas
the base technology has been 10 years in the making.
Right.
They've fixed the base technology where they basically
already
map
there.
out a drug, and then now what they do is they just change a part of it. So the woman that actually came up with figuring out this version of COVID, the one that we get the vaccine for, took her a weekend because she already had the entire. They've been sequencing COVID, the COVID virus for a long time. This is a variant of that's why it's called COVID-19. 2019 is when it came out. COVID 2022 is going to come out again. So they just sequenced the protein part, then put that into the vaccine. Then they tested it. It's a decade. People go, it's too fast. It's a fucking decade.
Yeah.
How like, what do you want? Like,
Gates and Fauci were behind her.
well, I believe
Switch it
it will
off
kill
there.
many people. Yeah, that will kill many people. I like the vampire. I don't even for it.
What? This episode today brought to you by Liquid IV.
Liquid IV, yay!
Which I actually need right now.
Yes,
one of the tangerine immune support ones. I don't know what it is, but when I do have a Liquid IV, when I get this kind of headache, it goes away. It's
I do know what it is.
Hydration.
It's hydration, but it's also what they put in it. They put pretty much all the vitamins and minerals you need to get rolling, and it makes your water taste better. I like it. I had one before I went to bed last night.
You always have one.
I
Usually
want
you
two.
have two before
Yeah.
bed
Right.
every night.
Sleep better. I'm hydrated.
They have.
Sorry about peeing the bed.
If you guys haven't tried, that's why we're getting rubber sheets.
That's
if you
not the
haven't
only
tried
reason why.
the hydration multiplier plus immune support, that's my favorite.
Yep.
That and strawberry. They have that one at Costco now too. The
Can we
tangerine.
please talk about pear? By the way, Liquid IV. So
my
we got a
God.
sample box of pear. That's the best flavor I've ever had, and I am
diehard watermelon.
I am diehard. I am William Wallace for watermelon.
Yeah.
But when it came to pear, I was like, okay, watermelon, take a break. I'm gonna hang out with pear for a minute. But they've discontinued it.
It's gone. It's a get it while it's there, and
Sons
then it
of
goes
bitches.
away. Makes it special.
It's
such a seasonal
good product.
It's like the Cadbury egg of hydration.
Here's how good a Liquid IV is. We have friends come to our house and steal it. They walk out. Hey guys, great party, thank you, and they walk out with Liquid IV.
Well, it's so easy.
No, we
It's a
don't
little
see
teeny-
them do it. Oh no, the whole bag.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
The
someone
whole
took a
bag.
whole bag.
Two bags.
2 bags. She took 2 bags.
It's great tasting, makes your water taste awesome. And it's the best you could do next to getting an IV, which most of us can't just randomly do. Awesome for a hangover. Highly recommend drinking one before you go to bed, though, and then having one in the morning makes all the difference.
Night and day.
So this one that I'm talking about, the tangerine one with the immune support, it's vitamin C, zinc, and Wellmune in a single serving size packet. I can't talk today.
You know why? Because people that write the copy don't have to say it.
Yeah, exactly. Liquid IV provides 2 to 3 times more hydration than water alone. That's why. And it uses cellular transport technology, which is CTT, which is your initials.
Yes.
So get your Liquid IV hydration multiplier plus immune support. You can get it in bulk at Costco or order online, and then you'll get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Titus at checkout. Also love that they've already donated over 4 million servings in response to COVID-19. Hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. Kind of love that.
It's just also a lot of people, like kids, let's say kids are not good with, like,
Yeah.
drink your water. I don't need my water. But you put a liquid IV in there.
Tastes good.
It tastes good. There you go.
And then they're getting more hydration.
Right.
Exactly.
I want to talk about what's going on with. So we have two people and Biden finally called them out. They called out two of our senators for not voting to get rid of the filibuster. Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin. Kristen Sinema, by the way, is
this
just,
the one?
she's a Republican from Arizona, but no, she says she's a Democrat, but she's a Republican. She is not. She actually said the other day, "There's no way we're getting rid of the filibuster," which means there's nothing going to get fucking passed because Mitch McConnell said flat out, I am one." This is a quote. You can get the video. I am 100% focused on making sure the Biden agenda does not go forward. Bro,
That in and of itself.
by the way, even if it's saving my kids from a burning car, Biden wants it. We're not doing
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't
Doesn't
quite.
make sense.
It doesn't make sense. He's the biggest asshole. He's a Star Wars villain. He is Palpatine. He is the worst.
I don't
human
know
being.
how he gets reelected. I mean, I don't know how
He didn't. He had a 9%.
thinking people say, you know, regardless of what party you are, that guy refuses to work with anyone else on anything.
Except for his
which
party.
means we'll get nothing done,
Right.
which is what has happened while he was in power. I don't get
But
that.
imagine the arrogance of that. So
Yep.
we pay our taxes. We voted these people in. You lost the House, the Senate, and the presidency because you fucked it up for 4 years. And so maybe you should get on board and start working for the people that elected you and pay the taxes. Instead, it's just, no, it doesn't even care. I don't care if it's good for people. Like, do you understand that? Like, these people that are like, even if you vote Republican, some of the lowest income people, the hard ass working blue collar, they're lower income and they vote Republican. And the Republicans shit on them left
Yeah.
and right. Like, what are you doing that you actually want to? Well, abortion, guns. Okay. Biden has not said he's going to take your guns. I mean, yeah, you know, they want to regulate you so we can find out who the crazy fuckers are so you don't get shot in a Walmart. How about that?
The crazy thought of how could you still be behind somebody who makes a blanket statement like that?
Right.
That could, let's say Biden, like to your point, is going to do something that's clearly for the benefit of
Right.
you.
Everybody. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
benefiting you, but your guy doesn't want me to help you.
Yeah,
So
at all. Well,
I think so many problems today can be traced back to a devaluation of education in this country.
I thought you were going to say Oreos. I don't know why. I think when the mint
To
Oreos came
Oreos?
out, you took these, everybody liked Oreos, and then the mint ones came out and it split the country.
yes.
It did.
I'm sorry, mint Oreos are the best thing that have ever happened to this country.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, though?
Original
Like,
are
that's-
still
but that-
good.
that's a
I
cult. You're
don't
in a
hate
cult.
original.
No, just like the Republicans, you are in a mint Oreo cult.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what I'm saying.
Mint Oreos dipped in almond milk. Oh my gosh.
See?
You can keep your peanut butter Oreos.
Oh, see that
And your
okay. So
birthday
now,
cake Oreos.
now this podcast
Oh,
is about
please.
to break
and your
off.
I'm
red
not up on these
velvet-
new-
Your red velvet or
No, the peanut butter Oreos are the shit.
no mint all day, yo.
So next week it'll just be me and Hylinder.
Using bad English, bad grammar.
I actually like the mint Oreos too, but I'm just saying that we when do you think it's split? When do you think it's all has to do with what?
Education. These people are
Yeah.
idiots. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm not saying that some people that support Trump aren't educated. I know some that are highly educated that do support him. But I mean a large majority, and pretty much most of the ones that were at the Capitol, there's a type.
Yeah, you don't think there was a lot of tech geniuses, accountants, and attorneys there?
We could, I actually do know of an attorney that was there. We
Outlier.
could, but they are in the minority.
But he still believes crazy.
We could have play a game. It's like find Waldo, but you could line up 10 people, and I could get really close at guessing who
Which three are?
supports Trump. Yeah.
They have to show up in their own clothes, though.
Yeah, they can't cheat. They just have to come as they usually are. There's a type.
I'm getting better at identifying a lesbian. That's what I've gotten
About
much
time.
better at. I know.
Well,
it
so
took me,
yeah,
you're
took me like 15
not.
years.
No,
But she
you're
was
not.
also, you got to remember, she was like,
You haven't
she was like the
practiced
MI6,
yet.
she was like the MI6 like operative of
I
lesbians.
too thought
for
Ellen
9
Page
years.
was cute. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Gosh dang it. I knew it's never going to leave. Wait till I get on the road and people are like, hey man, Elliot Page, that's your girl
Ellen, do
boyfriend.
you guys both find Ellen attractive? Because I've got bad news for you. Although Portia de Rossi, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Kate McKinnon was she's cute. And then I found out, and I'm like, oh, that's a bummer.
But that's in the same cute as Ellen Page was.
Don't make yourself feel better.
I'm
Don't
not.
try
I
to
can't.
make
I
yourself
can't.
feel better.
Again, I told you why I did it.
That's your reference.
I was
This is
trying
the
to
guy-
avoid future fights, and boy did it make it
The
worse.
only guy you're bringing into your corner is a guy that lived with a
It's a
woman
valid
for
point.
10 years and
That's
didn't
a-
know she
that's
was
a-
a lesbian.
He's got my back. Oh, shut the fuck up. Hylinder, stop talking. We look stupider. Now we look stupider.
As long as Salma Hayek doesn't turn into a lesbian, I'm in the clear. 'Cause she's my hall pass.
How
you
do
go.
you know that you're getting better at identifying a lesbian?
Oh, because I have hindsight, and now I've identified some traits, some just things that might have been obvious to other people, but are
You
now.
did tell me day
I've
before
seen some
yesterday
patterns.
that that your son is used to seeing same-sex couples.
Yeah.
Because of his school.
Did
There's
it turn him
several
gay?
kids. No, listen. And he said,
I hope not.
And he said,
Maybe
you know
he's a
what?
lesbian.
That's a joke.
Actually, that's because that's who my ex always hung out with. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like her friends were
Mm-hmm.
all the same sex. Same sex?
The same. They all wore the same socks.
Same rainbow socks.
What?
The same sex female couples. So yeah, there are some hints, but I don't
Yeah.
think you could say you're better at it.
Yeah. I can
So
say.
far, you're-
yes.
You're
There's
0
I've
for
got a
1.
couple.
By the way,
I got some scores.
The next girlfriend, he's gonna, because now with COVID's over, he can start dating again. But the next girl's gonna just the interrogation that's gonna be like, which flannel do you like? She goes, the blue one. The answer is none. God damn it! It was a trick question. Get out. These shoes, the high heels or the Crocs? Oh, you know, on a Saturday, you were walking into a dangerous line right now. Listen, I don't care if I like gay. I have gay friends. I still don't get it. I mean, in a sense, I don't
you
get.
say that she
I'm
also
generalizing
loved
in a
Indigo
bad way.
Girls?
Yes.
That was
like, what
her
kind
of Yes. girls?
favorite.
Indigo Girls.
That's a
But
That's
I
a
love
really.
Indigo
That is a
Girls,
red.
But I mean,
You did?
They
See?
were popular when I was in high school. So that's not.
Closer I am to find. That's a
Yeah,
catchy say. Catchy
Lilith
song.
Fair was going on then.
Yep.
Lilith Fair. That's another.
Remember
That's
that?
another big sign. Lilith Fair is another
never
big
went to
sign.
that.
Yeah.
When she started to run the LGBT Safe Club, that should have been like.
Yeah.
You're-
I'm just
you're in
helping
charge
my
of it.
fellow man.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she would pinch the testosterone and blow a booger on the floor.
That is not.
That's it. I've actually, everybody knows what side I'm on, yet I have still offended the people I'm siding with the entire
Always
podcast.
do.
Go for
I'm
jokes,
sorry.
damn it.
Always do.
I'm sorry.
You even piss off the people who
that
are
I
on your
support it.
side.
Yes. I apologize to everybody in advance.
Speaking of lesbians, this episode also brought to you today by ButcherBox.
That what? What just happened? That was so.
Roast beef? What
Can
are you
I
talking
say
about?
Worst segue
Some kind
you've
of
ever had?
I don't know. My head hurts.
box?
It's grilling season. For Memorial Day, I was like, it's finally it's warm enough.
Yep.
Because we've had some weird weather where it's
Yes.
cold at night and cold in the morning and
Or it's
overcast.
cold in the morning and then super hot at night for like 10 minutes. And
weird.
Yeah.
It's been really weird. But it's summertime almost, so it's time to get stocked up, baby.
Isn't it summertime now? June 16th. When does summer start?
then summer
if I know.
starts when my
Summer,
son needs more rides.
summer season. Let's see.
today, Dad?
June 20th.
ButcherBox, by the way, so grilling season is back. If you want to get all the meat that you want to grill and any kind you want, this is what I love about ButcherBox. Call in, get what you want, pick. Check it repeatedly, specifically if you're looking for special stuff. Every once in a while they'll have lobster. Every once in a while they'll have scallops, you know. Yeah.
You said it the right way.
Yeah, I'm not even. I can't get. Look, the Elliot Page thing. I'm just gonna go
You're
with
just
whatever she
thinking
says.
like-
No, I don't care.
They have a massive selection now. When they first started, it wasn't as many, and now it's crazy. And also, a lot of people, unlike like where we live, a lot of people don't have access to high quality products, high quality meat, and things like that. Or if they do, like when I visit my dad, because it's not a big thing there yet, there's a tiny little organic section in his grocery store, and all the stuff is dying because people don't buy it, and it's insanely priced. So that's why ButcherBox delivers it to you. It's 100% grass-fed finished beef, free-range organic chicken, heritage breed pork, wild-caught salmon. It's 24 to 26, 9 to 11 pounds of meat, enough for 24 individual meals in the box. They pack it fresh, vacuum seal it, freeze it, send it to you. It is awesome stuff. And you can customize your box or choose one that they already have set up for you. So you can, because of popular demand, receive bacon for life. Wasn't this a t-shirt we wanted to make?
Yeah, bacon for life.
Bacon for life.
Yep.
But the sticks were bacon or something.
I have a tattoo that says bacon life, like Tupac did.
That's not what his said. Right now, new members can get bacon for life when they sign up. That's insane. So as long as you stay with ButcherBox, every box you get that for free in the box.
That would be a funny ad, though, wouldn't it? Like that old writing over like a guy's stomach. It just said bacon for life.
That would be awesome. Get on that.
Let's get on ButcherBox.
That's a package of free bacon in every box for the life of your subscription when you go to butcherbox.com/Titus. Their bacon is sugar and nitrate free as well, the way
all their
should
meat
be.
with the grass fed, and everything we get. All the time we've used ButcherBox, I've never went. It's always good, and the chicken kills me all the time.
It's awesome. And it comes to you, and the shipping is free. So unless you live in Alaska and Hawaii, and if you live in Hawaii, you shouldn't get free shipping anyway because you already get to live in Hawaii. So
you get
ButcherBox.
that Hawaii tax.
.com
that happiness
Titus.
tax. Yeah.
We're actually going to Hawaii. We're doing a show at the Honolulu Theater on his birthday, October 1st. So those tickets are on sale now. I actually, when we were moving for COVID, they said, which date do you want? And I said, do they have October 1st open? Because that's our birthday weekend. And plus I just thought it would be cool for him to perform there on his birthday. And they did have it. So
this week we're going to Dallas. We'll be at the Addison Improv. We're going back to the club for a minute. I'm working on the new show. I'm only 6 performances into my new show. Thank you to the Brea Improv. We had a great week.
We love them.
Yeah.
I won money.
On timing. Well, I screwed everybody up because
you really did.
Well, but it's not my fault. Usually I do an hour and a half. But we had COVID. I couldn't do any of the old material.
Right.
So I only have it's about an hour long right now. And everybody. So what they do, guys, is they bet on Raisins in the back with Mikey and the other guys and the sound guys, and they bet on Drew, and they bet on how long I'm going to go, and it's to the second, right? Pretty close.
It depends on what rules we play. But after the first show, you had to be closest, but we played Price is Right rules. You couldn't bust. You couldn't go over. And it is to the second. We bet. But if you choose seconds and then you're only a couple seconds above, that's not a good bet. But if you keep winning, you get, like I did, you get to choose your time last.
And then they gave me a word to say at the end of the last night. I got to be in. I had to put money in, but I had to say platypus 8 times in my show.
8 times.
And if he he couldn't give it away, he couldn't just say it platypus.
I had to fit it into the show.
Fit it in and make it relevant so that they couldn't tell that he was doing a bet. And if he did, then he won the whole pot, and he did.
Does that cause the overtime? Because you have to fit it, you have to
just
squeeze it into a
trying to have more fun in the back of the room
and make me what's he gonna do? And I think they picked a word with News about that fit really perfectly. It was a couple words they could have picked that I was like, that would have been hard.
My choice, it was Ashley Cashman, Douche correspondent, who's pregnant. Yay! We know what she was doing during COVID. She picked platypus.
Right. You guys all agreed to it though.
Picked onomatopoeia, which would have been awesome.
Nope, because I could have just explained what it was, and then every word I got to that sounded like what it meant, I would just go, there's another one. Onomatopoeia.
Really, there's no word we could pick that he couldn't do. It's because he's so good in the moment on everything. No. But we just like to watch him suffer a little bit. And then Drew picked Bill Clinton. I said he could hyphenate it so we could pretend it was a word. But I thought Bill Clinton would be way too easy because Hillary still is so prevalent.
Relevant, yeah.
Right? You could throw that into any sexual reference.
Yep. Epstein, anything. Yeah.
Yes.
And we're still so into politics. So yeah, you guys, I will never be beaten.
You won't. Think about him. He just in the moment comes up with framework for it and we're screwed. But it sure is fun to watch.
It is fun to watch how you do it. I did tell the Elliot / Ellen Page story.
You did.
And the audience, it's so funny. They were so ahead of me. I go, so I picked, and they all fucking lost it when I said because. So, anyways, I had to burn it down. Biden is not doing something. Here's what he's not doing. He's being very soft. I don't know if he's doing it for this reason. He's letting. Okay, so he wanted to do a $6 trillion budget because $3 trillion of that's going to be infrastructure and getting the country back in shape. People have no concept how far we're behind the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like Germany, like Norway, we are so fucking far behind.
Look
in
at
every
pictures
way.
of Dubai.
It's frightening how bad.
They're in the future. We are.
Yes, they're living in the future.
Yes.
They're living about 10 years ahead of us at least.
Flying cars.
We need to do this. It's like when your house is falling down, you fucking fix it, and then it's worth more.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. And our house is falling down, and no one's doing shit about it. So the Republicans coming in and they're like, all right, you want to do it? All right, we're going to get, you want $3 trillion, we're going to give you $900 billion. And that's like, we're going to do what they did during the Great Recession, which is everything's going to slow the fuck down. And they're not, again, we're back to, they're not doing it for you who voted for them. They're doing it for themselves to win the next election. So then they can motherfuck the country like they tried to do last time. I don't quite understand why people don't see what's going on. Why would abortion? Is that the reason you're voting against your own interests? Abortion and guns. That's it. Is that it? And the word socialism. People can't even define it. You interview people and say, "What does socialism mean?" I just don't want it. I don't know. Just don't want it.
It's just a keyword that Trump started repeating, and now everyone's triggered by it. Yeah.
But they've actually done research on how dumb their base is, that they can just say anything and they go with it. And I have people in my family that are smart, and they just go, nope. You'll literally hear them repeat what Tucker Carlson said the night before. And the funny thing is, we thought when the internet was going to come around that we would all have, you have access to all the information. Yeah. I can always make the informed decision now because I have the information.
Right.
What we didn't realize was that everybody was going to put in false information.
Yeah.
So now, I get to choose and pick what matches my own beliefs, even if my own beliefs are fucking insane.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on.
And everybody has their own internet. It's not just the same. No, your browser is showing, a lot of Ellen Page pictures and other things.
Elliot.
I mean, yes,
Thank
Elliot. You. No, you're missing the days of Ellen.
The funny thing to me is that we're to the point now where Twitter was existing, and Twitter, there's a lot of people, very smart people on Twitter, a lot of research. The people that I follow back up shit with facts, articles you can read from trusted news sources. These people were so fucking mad during Trump that they decided to have their own thing, Parler. Now they have their own thing that
another own thing. What is it?
Parler?
No. There's a new Parler, like a new version.
Yeah, there's a new version now. Came back, and it's you go, wait, you guys couldn't believe the facts. Again, fact me or fuck off. So you invented your own thing. You could all join together as a group and not follow facts.
That's what I mean, though.
But that's mentally ill.
Just look at COVID deaths, and I don't want to hear any but he, but this, but that. Democrats, no. What does the chart say? What are the proven numbers?
Right.
And from his administration and now, that's just one example of many things. But I'm just saying,
right?
What is the proof? And they won't do that. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Well, what's your proof the election was stolen? Well, there was some boxes under table. Really, the entire election. There was entire election. 7 million more votes than he got.
No, he's saying he won the popular vote too. And he didn't win it. The year that they don't dispute, where he actually won the election, he also lost the popular vote.
Yeah,
right.
So it makes sense that he lost it again, but no, they don't.
Well, you said Mitch McConnell. Do you Mitch McConnell, his popularity, he was running against Amy McGrath, who's a fighter pilot, badass.
Yeah.
He went to one debate, didn't give a shit, laughed at her when she actually said all the stuff he did. He just giggled at her, and it's like he knew. He had an 18% popularity in Kentucky, 18%. But Kentucky doesn't use the Dominion voting machines; they use ES&S. ES&S voting machines can't really be checked. Mm-hmm. And so he won,
and he owns them, right?
Someone went down the breakdown, and huge Democratic leaning areas went to Mitch McConnell, and they don't know why. So I don't understand what we're not doing. I think
also Derek DePasca was given the green light in Kentucky to build, what is it, steel?
Aluminum plant. A giant, a Russian oligarch is building a giant aluminum plant in Kentucky.
Like multi-million-dollar deal that is in Kentucky. Is it billion?
Yeah, it's like, I think it was $300 million to start. Yeah, but it's supposed to be.
Isn't that so strange?
Yeah, that's kind of.
We're letting the Russians. Curious. So I don't know what's going on. Here's what I think. Here's what I think. I think the Democrats are playing a game that they don't quite understand, because Republicans don't give a fuck. They just don't. They don't. There's Democrats trying to maintain looking like they're doing it right
or
and
having integrity. Some of them, not all of them.
Or if they're double thinking it, like if we do this and I just think the Democrats need to go, hey. You guys are fucking up the country.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Biden needs to go, no, this is what we're doing. You lost the House, the Senate, and the presidency. That's not our fault. Yeah. That's you guys not doing your job. So here's what we're doing. But then you got Joe Manchin, who's a Republican, who says he's a Democrat, and Kristen Sinema, who actually wears a ring that says fuck off. She actually has a ring that says fuck off that she wears around all the time.
Nice.
She seems nice, doesn't she?
They do what they did with Amy Coney Barrett. Even with a video of Lindsey Graham saying, call me on it. Remind me of this in the next election cycle if it happens. And he was just like, what up? You know, it's like
they don't care.
You have to fight fire with fire.
Right. Yeah. Yes, exactly. There comes a point when you got to be William Wallace and go, all right, we're going to cut off heads now.
It was going to court with your ex. The problem was that not only was she willing to burn you down, the father of her children, but in order to achieve that, she was willing to burn herself and her children down.
Yep.
And the court system and the judge and everyone else in her way. Police officers she accused of sexually assaulting her because they were investigating her forgery. Like, she will burn everyone down. And that we had the police officer testified about that. And so that's why there was a point where I told him, but we just need not to go. We need to do everything we can to avoid the fuck out of her, because. And
when we had to go, we went nuclear.
But we didn't lie and we didn't make shit up like she does. The problem was we just had a lot of crimes that she had committed. But yeah, I mean.
So the Republicans will definitely, they will gang up. And they will all, except for Adam Kinzinger. I heard Adam Kinzinger on Anderson Cooper last night, and he flat out just came out and he goes, they're lying. He goes, all the Republicans are lying. It's a lie. It didn't happen. Yeah. He lost. And Trump's sitting down there, and he's just mad that he's a loser. But he lost. You're a loser, Trump. He's like saying this on TV, and I'm like, okay, that's one.
No, Liz Cheney.
Liz Cheney too, and they took her out. I don't get so. Again, I'll say it again, and to all you people that back Trump, I'm sure you listen to this podcast. Why? Okay, he lost because his economic record was shit. We lost 9 million jobs. He didn't.
Stock market.
It didn't, though. It actually Obama's was higher.
COVID messed it up. Wasn't his fault.
But then he had COVID and didn't protect us and did nothing about it. He did nothing about it.
He made it worse.
The numbers were inflated. Yeah, false numbers. They're actually not real. Same as a flu.
Actually, there was an article that just came out that said and I was talking about this at the beginning. We are a third undercounted. They're saying it's 950,000 people now. So all of that's bullshit. He lost. Okay, so if he was so great, why did he lose the House, the Senate, and the presidency?
Fake election. Dominion.
So do you understand that? So in this world we live in right now, to believe what you believe, to follow Trump still, you have to believe that every fucking thing that happened, everything from shithole countries to I want to date my daughter to
charity,
to tripling the trade deficit, to farmers on welfare,
children's charity, Trump University,
Trump University. You have to believe
Ukraine.
So to actually buy this guy, that this guy,
Stormy Daniels.
that Michael Cohen, that everything, 100% of shit was fake. 100. So the entire
Chinese
world,
bank account.
Yeah, he does have a Chinese bank account. He gets profit. He has investments in China. So, Ukraine, the Ukraine thing,
Already
he
said that.
extorted Ukraine.
Putin.
All fake. Every fucking thing that
Don
this
Jr.
guy did.
developed a channel to communicate directly with Russian oligarch during the campaign.
It was actually Jared Kushner, but yes.
Whatever.
Yeah, Jared Kushner had a
You're right,
server
Don Jr.
at a
never could have
server
done that.
in Trump Tower that they shut down at the beginning because they found out that it was connected to the fucking Russians. So, by the way, in 48 people, there's 48 apartments in Trump Tower that are owned by Russian oligarchs that were paid for in fucking cash.
Yeah.
So
it's all fake.
all of it's fake.
Made up.
Everything. So nothing.
You have Trump derangement syndrome.
So every fuck up that came up daily, that reporters from the New York Times all the way down to the worst paper countrywide, it's all fake.
Yep.
It was all made up.
Now you got
the
it.
entire country got mobilized to go against a fucking hack reality television star.
Yep.
And you believe that? Wow. There should be a home for these people.
We can't even mobilize to stop crop bell bottoms. Like, who came up with
We
that?
can't organize.
Bell bottoms, fine. But crop, where the bell happens at your shin, knock it off. Knock it off. You look dumb
showing the bell
and your
higher?
feet
And
look
yet-
stupid.
And yet there's no movement on that.
None. They
We
keep-
can't stop it. They keep coming out.
I don't understand.
So we
it.
can stop a billionaire, but we can't seem to stop a fashion trend.
Exactly.
See, so I'm just saying that for you to be right, people that believe in this guy, everything that we've known in the last 5 years would have to be made up, manufactured, and a conspiracy.
Yeah, what happened to common sense where if
Right.
there's a lot of smoke, there's fire.
Right.
There's so much smoke.
Right.
It's everywhere. Everyone around him
God, you
got
forget almost
convicted.
every day there was
Roger
something.
Stone,
There was every day.
Papadopoulos, Michael Cohen. If you look at the
Michael
circle
Flynn.
around him, these people, all of them, Michael Flynn, it's like there's like 11 different people, that campaign donor guy, that all got arrested, indicted, went to jail of various forms, and then pardoned, whatever.
And
Hold on.
connected to Russia.
Brad Parscale, go watch the video of SWAT taking his ass down in front of his house. It's like, when is common sense going to win? And we're going to go like, okay. And this is what I said to my sister. I get that we won't always agree, but you undermine your argument of conservatism by standing for that guy. Pick a different guy
Right,
or
right.
woman, and then I can hear your arguments.
That's what Kinsey.
But until then, it's people. Sorry,
You look like a child.
you're insane.
Yeah,
You're just
so
out of your
Liz
mind.
Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, Kinzinger goes, I'm conservative. He goes, I don't agree with what Biden's doing. He goes, but I am very clear about
Liz
the truth.
Cheney. Liz
I'm
Cheney
very
is
clear.
very
Yeah,
conservative.
yeah, that's what someone said. Someone's like, I can't believe that we're actually all happy that Liz Cheney just basically told the truth. If that was
Yeah,
just we
yeah.
can't we
Right,
don't even have a
right.
base level right now.
Oh my God, she told the truth.
I know. Oh my God, she the sky was blue, and she said the sky was blue.
We should give her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's how we all feel about her, and maybe not give it to Rush Limbaugh.
Right.
That's how much the
But, yeah.
Republicans are lying.
So to believe in this guy, you have to accept that 100% of the shit that happened, hydrochloroquine. We saw him on video say bleach and a powerful light. He said disinfectant. Sorry, and a powerful light. We saw him on TV say it. We saw him daily. Get
My
up.
favorite was Dr. Burke's face during that.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Oh, I love that. That was one of my favorite.
So we have all
moments.
this video, and people are just like, nope, he's the guy. Okay, you're actually mentally ill at this point.
And if you say them in order, you get extra credit,
Extra
points. On a cognitive test, you get extra points.
You're the president.
And they said, that's amazing. No, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. And if you say them in order again,
And so then they didn't tell me, but they
Later.
said, later they said, can you say them again? And so I said, yeah. And then I was going,
Yeah,
please
sure.
don't let him say it again. Please don't.
he did.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV. And they were like, that's
the
incredible.
first day it happened, I laughed so hard I had to record it. I was hysterical that this guy thought that was it. Guys, speaking of laughing, We are going to be at the Addison Improv this week. Next week, we're going to be doing
June 4th through 6th, Friday through Sunday, 5 shows, Addison Improv.
All new material.
Tickets are available. You can click through ChristopherTitus.com or just go to Addison Improv's website.
I always like building. That's a fun club. That club
Brand
has
new
a lot
show.
of energy in it. Brand new show. You too. You got to be working on new material. Ooh, yay.
And then our show, Titus and Bradley 2, is going to be on June 12th, Saturday. Tickets you can get on combustionlive.com
Only
or
$10?
ChristopherTitus.com. Yep. Only $10 for your whole house. Check it out. We
for
have
a
some
night out.
silly stuff.
We've got some good sketches this time. What we've recorded already, we've got a couple more to shoot, but that we've got already. It made me laugh. Really made me laugh. So do that, and then the week after that, people were going to be in Utah doing Wise
Ogden
Guys.
and Jordan's Landing, both clubs.
yes.
One night in Ogden, I think, and then Jordan's Landing 2 nights.
Get vaccinated and treat your fellow man with some respect, even if he doesn't agree with you, unless he's totally insane. And then walk away. Walk away. I do have to say that. I say it in the show that I'm really glad that this 14 months pointed out the people in our lives that, oh, you're insane. I have friends that cut people out of their life that were really important in their life because like, no. And I asked him why, a buddy of mine, and he just goes, because what he believed isn't real. And at one point you have to go, you're insane.
Yeah.
You're mentally ill. I think what's happening now is like people are starting to get it, and as long as Biden keeps being competent, isn't it sad? The baseline is competency. They're going to be like, yeah, Trump, I like him still, but I got to vote for the guy that made sure my kid didn't die. Yeah. There you go, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. For myself, the Bombshell and Hylinder. Later.
Peace out. Disco.
There can be only one. Hylinder, only one.
That was kind of an EDM version.
I was trying. I know. I couldn't.
Yeah, the beat was a little.
I couldn't get the beat. I couldn't get the beat right.
Bye, guys.
No, my beatboxing ears
are behind you.